Begin by parking the vehicle on an even surface. From underneath the front of the side skirt, remove these two push clips. One type requires a pair of flathead screwdrivers, the other will need a Phillips head screwdriver. For this demonstration, we have removed the wheels. However, this is not necessary to complete the installation. Make sure the car door is open at this point. Carefully unclip the front portion of the side skirt by pulling the outer edge away just enough to release the two horizontal retainer clips. Remove the plastic fender cover in increments, starting from the top and pulling from side to side, working your way down until each plastic retainer clip is released. Remove the 4 OEM fender liner retainer clips. First, release the clips by using a Phillips head screwdriver, then carefully pry them out with a flathead screwdriver. Pull the fender liner away to gain access to the inner fender. Place 2 polygon edge clips over the mounting tabs at an angle. Reinstall the fender liner. Place the front stainless steel bracket over the mounting points with the lower portion tucked between the side skirt and the fender liner. These fully machined, welded stainless steel brackets feature neoprene back supports to protect contact points on your vehicle. Thread a flathead screw into each of the 2 mounting points on the mud flap bracket. These will thread into the polygon edge clips behind the fender liner. Do not fully tighten these yet. Push a plastic insert until flush into the innermost mounting slot of the bracket. The lower mounting hole of the bracket is slotted. Align the lower portion of that bracket in towards the vehicle as far as it will go. Tighten down the top bracket mounting hole screw until snug. Do not over-tighten. Replace these 2 OEM fender liner clips. Replace fender cover. It should slide comfortably behind the neoprene pad on the mounting bracket. Replace the side skirt by firmly pushing it back into position. Remount the 2 OEM lower side skirt clips. The front mud flap mounts with the RallyArmor logo facing the rear of the vehicle. Place the mud flap against the corresponding mounting points on the bracket, passing small washers over the threaded bolts. Install lock nuts on the 2 threaded mounting points. For the inside mounting hole, use a short screw with a small washer. This will thread into the plastic insert. Leave all mounting hardware snug but do not tighten yet. Adjust the mud flap so that it is perpendicular with the ground. Once you are satisfied with the orientation of the mud flap, tighten the lock nuts and screw, but be careful not to over-tighten them. Repeat the process for the other side front mud flap. Using 2 flathead screwdrivers, remove the stock retainer from under the rear bumper. After removing the stock retainer, completely separate the inner clip from the outer assembly retainer. Slide the rear metal bracket between the bumper and fender liner. Secure the bracket by reinstalling the outer assembly retainer into the lower oval mounting hole of the bumper. Push the inner portion of the insert into place by hand and tap it in completely with a hammer if necessary. Slide polygon edge clips over the 3 mounting holes of the bracket. Note that the lower clip on the outside mounts over both the bumper and the mounting point of the bracket. Position the rear mud flap with RallyArmor logo facing the rear of the vehicle. Using a short screw and a large washer, bolt the mud flap to each mounting point. Screw them in snugly, but do not tighten them yet. Be sure the inner mounting point is not interfering with the wheel. If needed, adjust the mounting point by angling the bracket towards the rear of the car away from the tire. As you can see, this mud flap is not aligned correctly. It should be angled so that the bottom is perpendicular to the ground. Once you are satisfied with the orientation of the mud flap, tighten the 3 mounting screws until they are snug against the washers. Be careful not to over-tighten. Repeat the process for the other side rear mud flap. This concludes the installation of the RallyArmor version 2 urethane mud flaps on a 2008 and newer Subaru Impreza WRX STi. For more information about RallyArmor and their products, visit www.rallyarmor.com.